We are live. We are live. Hello,
Hello.
hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening, Thursday night. It's Thursday night already.
I
Let me get
know.
let me get to my YouTube side.
I'm trying to do that also.
There we go. We are we are all YouTube quiet now. And before we start tonight, we have a little ditty that we're going to play. I I want to play it because a long time ago
Diane
you
likes to embarrass me.
Well, it's funny and it's cute, and we have quite a few little videos from back in the day when Amelia used to clip us, and some of the stuff was really funny. And like I said, we had a lot of really good times. And later on tonight, we're going to talk about who Patty Patch is. The OG drama community definitely knows who Patty Patch doll is, but I think a lot of people don't. But it's pretty easy to explain and it's pretty funny. So we're gonna do that later on. But first, we're gonna talk about uh, some stuff that happened this week on YouTube that we feel should not have been brought to YouTube by certain people. It was none of their business, and we're going to tell you why we think that. But first, I'm going to pull this up. It's only about 50 seconds, right?
Yes. It's an oldie,
Okay,
okay?
there you go.
Says she only here for a girl birthday. They order champagne but still look thirsty. Rock forever 21 but just turned 30. I know I got a bad reputation. Walk around always mad reputation. Start a fight club, bad reputation. I turn the plane around, your ass keep complaining. How you gonna be wine on vacation? That you running around all these Jamaicans. Uh, this that bomb shit. This that what we do, don't tell your mom shit. This that red cup all on the lawn shit. Got a fresh cut straight up the salon, bitch.
I love it. I love this.
uh,
For some
she
reason,
had some good ones.
whenever she made videos with you, she made you a Shirley Temple. So
Yep.
I always
And I
picked you
love
as
Shirley
Shirley Temple.
Temple.
Yeah, I
I
always
grew
picked
up
you
with Shirley Temple. I love her.
well, yeah, me too. I mean, who doesn't love Shirley? So I always think about you as Shirley Temple, like it's so funny. Anyway,
Hmm.
we have some other funny ones that, if we have time, we'll get to them. But all right, so where do we even start with this?
Um,
Um,
let's see. I mean, you can start it off. I
okay,
don't know how.
so I overheard, and listen, I don't pay attention to everything that happens, but it was pretty hard not to, hear this particular live stream. So, well, I'll just say who it was. Held to the Know and a couple of her, friends did a live stream. Apparently, they must have been, I don't know, Googling Carolyn, uh,
Mommy
Googling,
ramblings.
yeah, which is Mommy Ramblings, and her husband. And there was an article that a terrible, horrific accident occurred in December. It was an accident,
Traumatic. Traumatic.
traumatic, yes, traumatic accident that happened that Jimmy was involved in, and unfortunately, a young woman passed away. That was, apparently from a witness standpoint, she darted out into the middle of the street, and it was unavoidable for him to not hit her. And he didn't leave the scene of the crime. He didn't, it was an
He
accident. He
gave
didn't.
life-saving measures until the paramedics arrived. He tried to save her life.
Yes. And that's got to, I mean, listen, I can't even imagine. I mean, I've been in a car where, a deer darted out onto the Pennsylvania Turnpike and it paralyzed me. Uh, so I can't imagine hitting a person. I don't know, how you even get through that. But the thing is, why? Welcome back, Yep. So why to the sophisticated
Happy
mamas?
birthday, Pepper.
Yes, happy birthday, Prepper. So, but my whole point here is, why did they feel it necessary to bring it to YouTube? Why would you bring that to YouTube? It's really none of your business. And I don't care if it was a public article. This is YouTube, and you know how the game is played here.
And you
You
used it.
certainly know how the game is played here. If something, yes, go ahead.
I think we're on a delay. Um, and she used it. They used it to like to throw in their face. I don't understand.
I I don't understand either. I don't understand at all either. Um, please
We
explain
should
why.
play that song now.
Yeah. So in this live stream, well, here was the thing: they were trying to, make it out that she was hiding something, which is making her sound, sneaky, conniving, whatever. And listen, I don't know all the past history. I really don't know
Oh,
all
Diane,
the past history. I really don't. But I
I
just
just
don't
want you to know
understand
you're cutting
why
out.
they felt that I'm cutting out.
Yes, and if I'm the only person that hears it, let me know.
Uh, am I cutting out to everybody?
It's so random. Just keep going with what you're saying.
Okay, I forgot what I was saying. Forget it.
Sorry, I just
Um,
wanted you to know.
oh, I am cutting out. Fuck. Okay,
It's
you
very
talk then. Go
random.
ahead. Let me
Okay.
figure out what's going on. Go ahead, talk.
Okay. So the name of the live that they did was called Hell to the No. Oh wait, sorry, that's the wrong one. It was called Merb, What Are You Hiding? Okay. And then I guess the intention was to imply that Merb was, I'm sorry, Mommy Ramblings. Sorry, I will be nice. Mommy Ramblings was hiding this secret, and I guess it's all of our business to know what happens in her daily or real life, and we're supposed to know when she's had a traumatic event happen. Um, and then they seem we'll play some of it here in a minute. We'll play some of that live. Um, but I was just very taken aback. It was
I
not okay.
I feel like it was like I got you moment. Like
That's
they
not
had.
it. They need to know that's not a gotcha moment. That's a moment you put your sword down and say, "Okay, I'm gonna leave this lady alone. She's going through a lot of shit." Sorry for my language.
Well, she apparently, now we know why there was probably more. Uh, well, she was going through grief, right, during Christmas, and this happened right before Christmas, right?
Well, and that's another thing that they kept bringing up. They were angry, angry, spitting angry that Mommy Ramblings had the nerve to go live and have a grief panel that was titled, "I'm really struggling with my grief this holiday season." Little did we know, not only was she, going through grief during Christmas about her son who passed away, but she was also dealing with something traumatic that happened to her husband. So I bet she was all, and it was almost Christmas. And you guys are judging her for what? She's
Uh,
left you alone. You're suing her. Like, just leave her alone. She's not even messing with you guys.
Why? Okay, so someone said it's not about the accident, it was that she was continuing life as normal. What is she supposed to do? What
And
is she
who are
supposed to
we
do?
to tell her what she's supposed to do? Who are we to tell her you can't go live? You can't have an auction. Maybe she wanted to take her mind off of things. Who's suing her? Held to the no over a freaking copyright claim.
I she was going through. If that happened in my life, do you think I'd come here and tell everybody?
Hell no.
Hell to the no.
So, you want me to play that song?
Yeah, play the song. And here's the other thing: this poor girl who was killed is on YouTube. Listen, like I said, Fly with the Angels. It's a horrible situation, but it's not for anybody here. They don't even know us. No one knows anybody here from that family. Go ahead, play the song.
Thank you. And this is not supporting MRB. This is called Compassion. Exactly, Hartley. All right, you got to pull it up. It's in the back. So this is the song that they
Yeah,
tried to play at the beginning
yeah.
of the
Nobody.
live stream. Mhm. Go ahead.
Also, another video was put up today about her son. Uh, a eulogy of some sort, about drug overdosing. Hello, I don't remember Carolyn ever talking about that. Like, I just don't understand what the fuck. All right, I'm adding it.
Okay. So this is a song that they chose to play at the beginning of their live stream where they outed all this stuff that had happened with Mommy Rambling's husband. And just, pay attention to the words. Oh, it's on mute. Just keeps going.
Yeah,
And
that's
they
kind. It's
also
gross,
played
and
it. They played at the very
and
end also. Yeah.
okay, so Wendy, this person Wendy in here is like, saying she didn't do this, she didn't do that for the girl. How do you know what she did? How do you know what she did when this happened? How do you know she didn't contact the family? How do you know? It's none of our business. Why do you think
Mm-mm.
it's any of your business?
Her daughter
Yeah,
spoke of her brother. That's her daughter. And did she do it on YouTube? Oh, wait, I didn't read the whole thing. So, okay, I still don't understand. Maybe I'm missing your point.
that's right, Ash. No, she's not under any obligation to tell anything about her life, her family, an accident to YouTube. I just, I don't get it. Yeah, I mean, don't listen if you don't want to hear it. I don't know what else to say. This is my opinion. I mean, and I feel like these things are being, listen, I feel like these things are being done because there's been issues with these women and Carolyn for a long time. And I don't know them. I don't know, I don't have the answers. But I think this is taking it too far. I personally, especially if you're in a lawsuit, why would you be doing this if you're suing somebody? I mean, is Carolyn responding to any of this?
Not that I'm aware of. And I know that people have been aggravated because she hasn't responded to it.
Well, you're not supposed to. I mean, if you're in a lawsuit, you really shouldn't be going back and forth with each other. You never know if the lawsuit can change. A countersuit could be put in. No one knows what could happen with this lawsuit. Right now, it's just a copyright, but it could turn into something more, right?
That's what I'm wondering.
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it's gross that people are, trying to look for things. And again, just because she didn't go live and talk about it, or she went live when you all think she shouldn't have been live, means nothing. That's your opinion.
Jenny Barnes. I'm not understanding her comment.
Well, what could be shared? I'm curious, Wendy L. Would you like a link to tell me what it is? I mean, I think we've all heard for over a year and a half now, how horrible Carolyn is. Listen, I've had my little issues with Carolyn, but nothing to the point that I would still be talking about it for a year and a half.
Carolyn did an awful, awful thing to me. And she also blamed me, if you guys remember, for being held to the no and
Yeah,
threatened me and all kinds of things. She thought I was held to the no. I never made a big deal about it. Now, I have responded to MRB many times, and the only time I respond to her is when I have to, is when she's talking about me, bringing my name up, saying things about me that are untrue. I go live on my channel, I address it, I'm done, and then she usually shuts up, and if she doesn't, I'll respond. But to, like, be this obsessive over it is not healthy. It's not anything I ever want to be on here is, you know, just pretty much blinded by this hatred or something. And one thing on here is like, why a lot of people have problems letting things go. A lot of people.
oh yeah.
And I let things go pretty easy, maybe sometimes to my own detriment. Um, but if you're on here and you are holding a grudge and so much animosity that you are willing to talk about their deceased child, a horrible act, like just be less human. Like I said, if you're on here and you've lost your empathy for this person, like you hate her that much that you can't put your feelings aside for a minute.
I mean, listen, not every listen, there are people that listen, I don't come on here and share my grief. Like I don't come on here and cry. I don't. Does that make me someone who has no feelings? I just don't share it on YouTube. I go to therapy for my issues with grief and, the amount of grief that I've had in my life, but I don't I'm not going to come here and show it. I just don't understand why people think because she's not showing enough grief or her grief is not real. I like, how do you know?
And it
Like,
was
how?
selfish of her to make it about her. That's what they kept saying.
Well, uh, well, when you are grieving the loss of a child or the loss of a parent or a sibling or a father, or whatever it is, it kind of is about you because you're the one that's grieving. You're the one that's trying to process it, trying to, get through it. It's not easy. I just don't understand why people feel that they know everything that goes on. Listen, do I think that there are things that I don't know? There are things that I don't know. I get that.
Same.
I wasn't in the group. I wasn't in her little, Slack group or whatever it was called. I don't know everything, but this I wouldn't touch going after somebody for grief of their child with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't comment on it. I just wouldn't.
Like,
I
talk
mean, she's
about what
either,
she did to you. If she hurt you, then talk about that.
yeah. I mean, why bring up that she's fake grieving? She's doing it so that people don't go after her. Um, that's not the way YouTube works, by the way. People don't give a shit. Uh, they don't really give a shit if you're going through anything. If they want to go after you, they'll go after you. So if somebody, wipes away a few tears, that's not going to make somebody on YouTube stay away from you. It's just not. That's not the way it works here. I mean, like I said, it's been going on for well over a year and a half, as far as I know.
Were Harvey Weinstein's victims obsessed? Is that a real question?
Who asked that?
Sarah with the blue dress. I don't what?
Were Harvey Weinstein's victims obsessed? I don't
Are
even
we
know.
comparing Mommy Ramblings to Harvey Weinstein right now? Is that what that is? I don't know.
What does that even have to do with anything? All I could say on this is that what happened was horrible. I could only, in my wildest dreams, imagine if that were me
I
and
would be
I had a
absolutely
horrific accident
traumatized.
like you will probably for the rest of your life wake up every single day and remember that moment.
Look, I don't know, Sarah, how long you've been observing Mommy Ramblings, but she's one of the first creators I found around here before any of this stuff happened. And I've seen her unhinged. Am I missing it? When was the last time she was unhinged? Because and and also, I've seen her handle her grief on here in the most unhealthy way ever. Like when she did the whole stream with her son's picture, that was so bad. Um, and I'm glad she's having grief
Yeah,
panels,
we've
and
all
I
seen
hope that
it.
I think grief panels may be good for her, and she needed her people to lean on. Who are
Well,
we to tell her not to have a grief panel?
she had that woman on who lost her child by a murderer many years ago. I can't remember the name of the story, but it happened in the 70s. So this woman has written a book. She does talk. She came on the channel and she was very good. I very very good, and apparently she corresponds with Carolyn, and hopefully she'll continue to do that because I think that that woman has a lot to offer anybody because she lost her daughter. It was a horrible thing that happened to her child. Um, and, a mother, even now, a mother never gets over that
It
loss, but
changed
they
her.
can learn to
It
absolutely,
changed her. Like
absolutely.
the mommy ramblings that I knew before was not like this. And I think she's finally calming down, so I don't understand why people are still so outraged by her. Am I missing something? Can you point me in the direction of these streams where she's unhinged? I've seen her do nothing but ignore people, and then people get mad because they get ignored. And then she can't even go do regular streams without she was called a tragedy pimp. She's not a
Right.
tragedy pimp.
Look, she's been doing true crime for years. That's her thing. Um, God, when I first, came across her, that's what she was doing.
When I
Um,
first came across her, she was reading the discovery documents for the Chris Watts case, and she wasn't even going live yet. And I love listening to people read documents. I don't know why, but yeah, she's always done true crime.
okay, so Peekaboo says she's done behind the scenes stuff. Obviously, I'm not aware of it. No, I'm not aware of it. But again, what does whatever she might have done behind the scenes? Like I said, I know there were problems. There were things that you know she was taking people's information and all that, and that's all bad. It's all bad. It's all bad. But what does that have to do with an accident and them not coming public with it and it being on YouTube? Explain that to me. Okay, let's say she did horrible things. She doxed people all over the place. She put out people's information.
And she has, we
What
all
does
know.
it what does it have? Yeah, so what does that have to do though with saying, what are you hiding? Why are you hiding it? Why? Why? Playing that creepy song, because that was a creepy song. What does that have to do with it? Do you feel better? Is that it? Do you all feel better? Those who, can't stand her for the stuff she's done? Uh, do you feel better that, you did that?
Okay, so Wendy L says she outed a very supportive member for smoking weed, and that's personal husband. That's and that person's husband lost his job. Okay, so you become the person that you don't like, and you do the same, only maybe worse. Are you saying that MRB is the reason this man lost his job?
And I don't even know if that's true or not. How do I know that's even a true statement? What did she do? She outed them where? Did he get caught smoking weed on his job, or like was he smoking weed in his house watching Family Guy? Like what was the scenario? How do you know? I don't get it.
Don't either.
Yeah, so basically it is. It's like people stooping to her level. So if she did terrible things, then we're going to do terrible things. Like it's going to go back and forth and back and forth and back and
Right, it
forth. And
makes them no better. I mean, I guess they're not doxing. Well, I guess you doxed a deceased 24-year-old.
I know that she called the police on Randy. I'm aware that she's called the police on a lot of people. Do I think it's crazy? Yeah, I do. I don't know
Yeah,
why. I mean,
absolutely.
she's been calling the FBI years ago. Years ago.
Mhm.
Doesn't anyone remember when, BBT came on my panel and, and Carolyn was over here and, I was
No one's
getting,
excusing any of that.
yeah, no one is excusing anything, but I just don't understand why this had to be public. Again, it had nothing to do with
Yeah.
YouTube. It had nothing to do with anybody here. Um, I don't know. Why don't you just like Google everybody every day and maybe you'll find more shit on more people and then you can just put it on YouTube for fun.
It was in the paper in 8 articles. Well, guess what? I had never read it. I never knew that
Same,
woman's name, so
same. That in
how
order
was I
to
to know that there's 8 articles, and how do you know there are 8 articles?
in
That's
order to know
strange.
that someone has to be googling someone has to be googling someone's name, which means that they're googling her and googling her husband, right? Otherwise we wouldn't know. I mean, unless you google people you're not going to find out information about them. So because it was public doesn't necessarily mean that you should come here and then say, why are you hiding, why are you hiding?
And weren't a lot of you people in the same chat with Merb the other day? What, didn't you get in big trouble with Big Shug over there? Sorry, sorry. Somebody called her that the other day, and it was funny. For
Well,
being in the same chat with her, so why are y'all commingling with Merb? Do you support her? Because that's what this is gonna turn into. Y'all, they've already tried calling me, "You support Merb, you're a Merb supporter." No, no, no. I'm being a human being and having compassion or sympathy, whatever you wanna call it, for a shitty, shitty situation that shoulda
listen,
never been on YouTube.
Marissa Murphy, look, YouTube can be a dangerous place, period. Merb is dangerous. Like, okay, if that's the way you feel, she's dangerous. I guess if she did something very dangerous, she would be in jail for it. She's not. She's being sued for copyright. That's about it at this point. And I
I
don't
mean,
believe that a neighbor gave that information to somebody. How would the neighbor,
a
how would one of her
neighbor just
neighbors,
called
yeah,
they called one of y'all up.
yeah, get out of here with that.
So Howie tagged and he said, I mean, do they really want us to believe they wouldn't have dragged her if she didn't hide Jimmy's accident from YouTube? They would have accused her of profiting off of it. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, think about it.
Nah.
Let's say she did, yeah, let's say she did bring this publicly and she was, very emotional and very upset because I can't imagine anybody not being, and Jimmy must be a wreck. And if they brought it public and talked about it, you'd be accusing her of, sad fishing for money.
Yep.
I'm sure they have a reason for not bringing it public. It's their business. It was a horrific thing. It happened at a really bad time of the year, and there is someone who is dead.
And okay, let's say they wanted to talk about it. The way that it was done was gross. Can we play some of it?
Go ahead.
Okay.
I mean,
Now,
it wasn't
I mean,
it wasn't just a storytelling about what happened either, and that's the part that is really sad. It became a whole live stream going at her for other things that have nothing to do with this accident. So it was an excuse. That's how the way I feel. I just think it's horrible. Then she could have turned off monetization, said her family needed her. She coulda, woulda, shoulda. She didn't. She didn't. Everybody deals with, look, suppose her husband was in such shock that he had to be medicated and he was sleeping and he just didn't want to be, he wanted to be alone. Like, we don't know what happened. It's not
were
for a
people
human.
shoveling money to her? I didn't see people shoveling money to her because she had a grief panel. I don't understand.
Oh, so Marissa said, you really think that I'm trying to recapture my YouTube glory?
Who said,
YouTube glory, YouTube glory. Are you kidding me? I'm not PewDiePie.
God, take Merb out of it and insert a different name. How dare you
Oh my
say
God.
that? Oh,
My
bad,
YouTube,
Diane. Bad, bad.
yeah, bad, bad. I didn't know I had YouTube glory. What the hell? Okay, play the clip. Do
It's
I?
back
I have to
there.
add you. Okay, let me add you.
So, as a community, I want y'all to understand what happened,
I'm gonna speed it up.
and my heart goes out. And I'll go into more of this. I'm just going to give you a quick synopsis, and then we're going to back up. What's there? There's a reason. There's many reasons to be upset about this. Um, and in the end, when you go back and you look at the date, um, Murph had gone live several times that day. She did an auction that night, and was kind of perturbed a little that she didn't sell a lot. And at the end, she began to sniffle and carry on. And that was the beginning, the first night of what the quote grief panel started. So I don't appreciate that at that point, the same day this incident happens, that MRB goes live and acts like it's all about her. And that's what started, some of YouTube questioning on whether we should even say anything to her during her time of grief at Christmas. This tragedy
Talking
happened on the
about me. You're talking about me right there. You're referring because I am the one who said that I thought it was bad taste to go at Merb. Not only did you let me explain it to you, hell to the no. What you did was you pulled up her grief panel and criticized her for her grief panel, for talking about her feelings, for trying to connect to other people. You picked it apart, and who are you to judge another person's grief? It just makes me sick because, like, if I have every reason to go at Merv. She accused me of using her deceased son and trolling her with it, essentially. Like,
Listen, hold on a second. TC, if you continue with these comments that nobody can trust me, then I will remove you. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Go ahead.
I don't even understand that sentence.
Go ahead.
All right.
Continue.
All right.
13th. She went live that night and started talking about her son and all the things that we all know came after that. That is what upsets me at the end of the evening when I've had a little time.
So they're upset because she had a grief panel and talked about her son. The day after the accident happened is what she's saying.
Again, it's her business to talk about what she wants, and she didn't have to bring it public.
I hold on. I will go at Merb again if she brings my name up. How about that? But I'm not obsessed with it. I also am a human and can feel empathy when someone has something traumatic fucking happen to them. It's not show me where she has done some crazy shit in the last 2 months, in the last 3 months. Please point me to the direction of these streams cuz I must have missed them. Cuz when I go over to Merbs, which is not often because it's boring, she's not doing anything. So if you can show me where she's doing the most, I'll address her.
Time to think about this whole story. So now we'll go back.
It's loaded.
Okay. Evelyn, are you going to read it?
Oh, yeah. Um, I mean,
I'm just going to show it for a few seconds and I'm going to take it back down. You can look this up yourself. It was not hard at all. That's how the person found it, sent it to me. Then I just put in the names again and more things came up. And that's, you know,
I'm gonna skip through some of that.
I know.
I thought
And
Yeah.
here, but anyway, from the Sullivan County Democrat for Chevrolet pickup ticketed for detectives. Half the county was at the scene of
Um, So yes, you can see why obviously that there's a lot of emotion, and there are some questions that have come.
Needs to get off when coroner Elton B. Hill, volunteer first aid corps, also summoned to the scene was Sullivan County Coroner Elton B. Harris. The investigation is ongoing by the Sullivan County Sheriff's detectives. Half the county was at the scene of this accident, and MRB goes live with an auction hours later. She is, I'm sorry, Heather, let me just do it. She is the scum of scum. She needs to go stand alongside Charles Manson. She makes me sick beyond belief, and she needs to get off when one day she needs to take a break is the day her husband kills somebody, whether it's accidental or not. And I'm sorry, I hate her. And this poor girl, her parents are grieving, and MRB is up there starting shit to get the attention. MRB, I don't know how you live with yourself. Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
I know, it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna pull this back down, and so yes, you can see.
Charles Manson? Really? Charles Manson? Charles Manson.
Wow.
He was a murderer. He killed people. This was an accident. Why aren't you saying accident? It was an accident.
Did she say murdered?
Killed.
Okay. He did life-saving measures. This man tried to save her life. It's an unfortunate, tragic accident, and I feel horrible for the family and horrible for the person who has to live with that. But let's rub it in their face real good just to get a gotcha, right? Gotcha, MRB. Sorry, mommy ramblings.
Yeah. Mommy Ramblings over there mod podging shells to death, the monster. Again, this is not about me supporting her in any which way. Like I said, I've had my issues with her in the past, but I'm sorry, this is just like too over the top for me. That is true, Ash. Actually, Charles Manson didn't technically kill anyone. He had other people do it.
I guess that's what they're referring to. Let's see what else.
Called him 5 times, and hi, me again. I'm so afraid. I've been so afraid of their antics on the road for so long, and she has terrorized me with her driving. When doesn't she get it?
Yes.
Or when does she get it? I'm sorry.
The COVID. Yes, thank you. The COVID. That's where the other part of me just started thinking again. This is this behavior of the sick, demented, selfish, whatever you want to call it, in my opinion, person that, listen, if she on a good day had really genuinely looked in that camera and said, oh my gosh, please pray for me, and logged off, and just the community, myself, who wouldn't have felt horrible.
All right, you're gone, TC. Hold on. You're gone. Bye.
Everybody.
Get out of here. Oh, they're gone already. Somebody got them. Yeah, you're out. Need your shit. Don't tell me what I did with my friends. You have no idea anything about my friendship with Randy, so shut the fuck up.
Why do I have to go fuck myself, TC?
Up all the time.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. She also told you that.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay.
You know what? I live in Pennsylvania, and I'm just, in Pennsylvania, there are deer everywhere. There are deer crossings. Every time I drive, every single time I drive, I am afraid that I'm going to hit a deer.
Well, I hate to bring this up, but since you brought up the hitting a deer, as most people in here know, there was a time where MRB, she had her phone set up, I think she has one of those phone holders, and she was driving, and she had the camera turned to the street view. I'm sure it's on Hill to the Nose channel.
Oh, I've seen it. But listen,
and she was traumatized by hitting the deer. She freaked out and stopped the car, called Jimmy and she was like, I don't know what to do. She freaked out. So can you imagine if it was a human?
It happened to us we were going like 55 miles an hour. A deer just darted out from the
Yeah.
side of the road. There's nothing you can really do. There really is nothing that you can do if a deer runs out while you're driving in the middle of driving. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's not like
Oh, yes, I do.
there's nothing you can really do. God.
No.
I mean, I
Mm.
have seen her erratic driving, like, going.
Yeah.
I think that she probably, maybe she shouldn't drive alone only because, like, if she gets lost, she gets nervous and then she's not paying attention and she's talking to people. You shouldn't be talking and looking at chat. Anybody on here that does it shouldn't be doing it. But, there are things that are not, unavoidable, like accidents, whether it's a deer, whether it's, a person. I'm sorry. I am really sorry that this happened to that young woman. She was only 24 years old. I am
Yeah.
really, really sorry, but it he didn't go out that day and say, I'm going to hit someone with my car. Uh, I just feel like they're using this against her,
And it's
and
hard to if it was at night, it's hard to see people. Just accidents happen. It's unfortunate.
it's very unfortunate.
Exactly. Um, Thinking about the girl dying, ripped back open wounds that had healed. Yeah. Or not healed, but
Okay, I don't listen. Boondocks. I don't know anything about dreaming. I don't know that person. I
I
only
don't
know that
either.
she's passed away. I don't know the story.
Yeah.
And this is not about that. This is really not about that. So
And I've heard some of the story about dreaming, and no one thinks that's okay. We're not saying anything Mommy Ramblings has done to people, me being one of them, hello,
yeah,
is
yeah,
okay. If she does it again, it's not gonna be okay. But I don't have to rub the loss of her child or a horrific accident that happened to in her face. Like, okay, so it was also brought out that Jimmy worked at that school that was shut down for, like, abusing children, like one of those troubled teen type schools,
yeah.
and, like, I understand outing that, but that because it's not I don't know. Like, I kinda get that because it's like a court case. Like, things were done wrong there, whatever. I don't know. I don't know my point, but I just don't understand why. I mean, how low can you go? But when I saw her, I could yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't need to know about all that stuff about Jimmy and his school and all that. Like,
I didn't
again,
mean to, no.
yeah, I mean, but this is YouTube and they'll try to, find things about your past and, when they get married to.
Mhm. Jimmy knew it, but see, I don't even know all that Cooper Troll account. Uh, I really just never followed this stuff as much as people, I guess, assume that I did. I really only addressed Merv when she would bring me up with some fucking bullshit. Sorry about my language again. I need to work
No,
on
you
that.
can, language is fine on here. I don't think people realize that, after a certain, think like after a certain point in your video or live stream or whatever, curse words are not, even the F word is
Oh,
okay now.
yeah.
Yeah. So, um, it's fine.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. It's not like
Um,
back in the old days.
yeah. I guess the point is like nobody's saying that Merv didn't do awful stuff. It's just like when
Yeah, we're not saying that. I get it. Like I keep seeing people put in the chat, you don't know, what she's done behind the scenes. No, I don't know everything that she's done behind the scenes, and I don't want to know everything. Um, everybody's entitled to have their feelings. If you all were a part of her group and you were done wrong by her, I get it. But I just feel like this was an unnecessary, this is my opinion. This is my opinion. You don't have to agree with me, but I think a
Right.
lot of people do agree in this community that it was unnecessary to bring this public and use it as an excuse, because that's the way I am looking at it, to put another nail in. That's the way I feel.
You two are just admitting you don't know the whole story with Hell to the No and the other ladies. It's
I
deep.
don't.
So yeah, I don't. You're exactly right. You got it there. I don't. I don't know.
Something that she didn't bring forward. I don't know everything. I don't want to know everything. It's not. I wasn't part of that group.
I do remember Merb doxing her, but I've been doxed to hell and back, and I never went. I never did this. I don't. This is just too far. Like, there's got to be a line. Y'all are moving the goalpost every time. Like, how far back are you going to move it? So now uh, we can dig in and see what you guys are hiding. Is that what's going on? See what tragedies have happened in your life, and then come live and rub it in your face because you doxed me.
Well, Marissa, no. Okay, so I'm going to stop you right there. What if I sat here and said Merv was justified in going after Starlight? Just my opinion. She wasn't, because she accused her of doing something with a telephone, and she didn't do it. So there's proof
No.
that she didn't do that. Okay, there's a difference.
She ran a horrible narrative on me, like, it fucked me up because her son had just passed away, and I was being blamed for something, like, trying to fake his phone number or something, and she's brought my name into all sorts of crazy narratives,
Yes, the TOSs, the community guidelines are going into effect, new ones on the 16th, but it has more to do with, I think, the backlash of everything with, tragedy pimps and showing uh, autopsy photos and very descriptive details of deceased children, things like that. So that's really what the update is, starting on the 16th. So if you're a true crime channel and you're doing that, it's probably best that you stop doing it.
but you can still have case discussions, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, you can still have. They're really focusing on, you know gruesome details,
Crime scene
pictures,
photos.
yeah, things like that are going, and especially children, because a lot of the true crime that goes on here is about children.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go.
there is no justification, Ash. I just told her that there's no justification of her.
She was not justified.
No.
No, but I'm not so filled with hatred and vindictiveness that I let it run my life. Like, I just don't give a shit. I mean, I did at the time, but it's been years. And like I said, if she runs my name in the mud again, I'll go live about her. But you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to talk about her son, and I'm not going to talk about her grief, and I'm not going to talk about her husband's accident. That's none of my business.
Listen, Jenny, I understand what you're
No
saying.
one's judging, for fuck's sake. Go ahead.
The pain she has caused has been too much for many. Let's not compare our responses to doxing. The fact is that I said I don't know what everything that she's done. I don't know what pain she might have brought other people. But is this the way to get back at her? is to bring something that should not have been put out for public consumption on YouTube.
Oh my God,
Did
Daniela.
that help?
Yes.
Did that help the pain?
Do I need to preface everything with this is my opinion? Like, where did you steer wrong here? I only speak for myself, for my opinion.
Marissa, look, all I can say is, and we've said this many years ago when her son passed away, people have said things like, I'm giving her a pass forever for losing her son. Yeah, I feel like that's changed now.
You can have an opinion without talking about, I mean, like I said, where is the fucking goalpost? Where is the line? When are you going too far? Because I think that was way too far. And that's my opinion.
I hear you. I also understand when people are at the last ones of energy for horrific, life changing thing. Well, yeah. I can't ever imagine the pain that a mother goes through losing a child. I only was able to witness my mother losing her child. I didn't feel it. And I do think that people change. They have to change. I don't know. Yeah, two wrongs don't make a right. Exactly.
Do I do I go to chat explaining why I'm right? I don't know.
What does that mean? What does that mean? A 31-year-old. What does that mean? A 31-year-old child. What does
That's
that mean?
how that's how old her son was,
No,
I
but what?
believe, when he
I know,
passed
but
away.
why are you saying that? Like,
I don't know.
what's the difference? How old they are?
Right, oofta. I
You
hope
can't.
nobody called that family.
Oh God, I hope not.
Um, mm,
Marissa, that's a dumb statement. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going to call the
mhm.
newspaper right now and say you should have never ran that story. Do you two ever worry about people calling the families of the cases?
Oh my god. What? Letitia Stalick's family? Are you gonna go tell Gray Hughes that as well? I don't get these people.
Yeah, Ash. I'm kind of feeling the same way. I don't know. I personally don't know who Marissa is. Obviously, somebody that I don't know. Marissa, are you someone that supported uh, Carolyn and got hurt by her? I don't know. Again, I just feel that I'm going to be honest with you, just that song they played creeped me out.
Yeah.
It
Go
really
check
did.
out the whole live. If you're bored, put it on 1.75 speed. Go listen to it for yourself. That's a question to ask Carolyn. How far is she going to go when she lies about a sub and that sub's husband loses a job? That's problematic. When the contacts, oh my, contacts, good God.
Okay, that's all stuff that, I don't know about. I don't know what transpired. The point is that, in my opinion, this was just another reason to go after her and make her look like she was hiding shit. Yeah, do the subs feel vindicated now that this came out? Like, did this serve purpose in your life? Did it make you feel good that a horrific accident happened? Are you waiting for something worse to happen, like him being charged or something? I bet you all are. I don't know what happens with accidents like that. Um, all I know is that he was, checked for, if he had been drinking and he wasn't. And but I feel like people are waiting to see if more happens on this story. Joy Lang, that would be wonderful. But I don't see that happening in the near future. I don't know. People. I know that people are not going to agree with me in what I said tonight, and that's okay. No, I didn't say that anybody said he should be charged. What I'm saying is that I heard a little something about, a question of, will they investigate more? Could he be charged? I just kind of threw that out there. Um, and I asked it as a question.
They said
Uh,
no,
you
that
know,
he had no charges. He was let go. He passed a field sobriety test. There was nothing to charge him with.
exactly. I mean, accidents happen all the time. Accidents happen all the time. I had one accident in my life, and a dog ran out in the road, right? It was a pretty busy road. The dog ran out. The car in front of me was able to slow down to stop. I was able to slow down because I saw the car in front of me slowing down, but the woman behind me was in gaga land. Okay. She didn't pay attention. She smashed into my car. And I saw it coming. So I held onto the steering wheel, really, really tight. My head flew up to the top of the car. My gas tank was leaking. People were screaming at me to get out of the car. Um, and the woman came forward with a dog and, and said, listen, it's my fault if anybody wants, here's my information. Nothing happened. I didn't get hurt. But because it was an accident, instead of everyone arguing their opinion, how about you offer a small prayer to the family and our friends? That would be more appropriate. Yeah, well, listen, earlier on, I did say, fly high. I don't know the family. again, it was very sad that a young girl's life is gone, but it was an accident. So uh, I just feel like it shouldn't be here. It shouldn't be here on YouTube. It should have never made it over here to YouTube.
The accident was not the issue, so I guess what you're gonna say next, Carolyn's deleted comments, is that the issue is that she went live and did a grief panel. Is that the problem?
Well, I think the problem that everyone is having is that she just went on with her day, with her night, with whatever, with life, without a tear, without a mention of this woman. And that they're having a problem with that.
Mhm.
And what I say to that is she doesn't owe anyone here anything about that. That's my opinion.
It's a response to hello, sorry, how far are you going to go? The case is about fake copyright. I'm not even talking about the case. Past
Yeah,
issues
I don't care
unrelated to
about. I
last
really
night's. Go ahead.
and said she was okay. By the way, it's interesting that people are grasping onto some of the reports. Not at all. The woman may have allegedly walking into traffic. Others reports did not allege that and said she was walking along the side of the road. I don't really know. My brother-in-law was walking in the street, and a car hit him. It was an accident. He had to have major surgeries. It was an accident. He had to go to rehab to learn how to walk again. I mean, accidents happen. Ugh. It's not our business if her husband had a car accident. It really isn't.
What did Granny's watching say? She has me blocked.
Uh, is that really her? At Batty?
No, that's not
Mm,
her. I see it now. The real one has me blocked. That's not her.
okay.
That's rapper troll.
Well, are they blocked?
Yes.
Not letting
Well,
me. Okay. No, they're not. I'm going to hide them now.
I'll beat you to it.
Oh, okay. Whatever. Whatever. The problem is how poorly she treated the people who were sharing their grief. Unbelievable that you've not. Oh my God! What, Sarah?
I
We
didn't watch it.
we we do understand. I do understand. I don't know everything. Um, hey, Fergs. Uh, why do you think that we don't understand that? Again, I don't know everything that's transpired, but it really has nothing to do with that. This has nothing to do with that. I feel, in my opinion, it was a low blow to bring this public and to say that she hid. That's all I
Yep.
said. I'm not trying to dismiss anybody's hurt feelings that might have transpired or things that were done. I don't know them. I just feel like this had nothing to do with that. Exactly, Hartley. Everybody doesn't have to be an a-hole.
To completely blame
What?
for
Who?
what?
What?
Nobody blame the woman. There was you're talking about all these 8 articles. Well, one of them or two of them uh alleged that she might have darted in front, and hopefully she didn't. Even if she didn't, it's not her fault. Where did you get that?
No one
Who?
here said that it was her fault. Scroll up and read your own chat. Oh. Okay, so I didn't see that comment. I don't know who might have said that, but I don't think anyone here is trying to imply that it's a pedestrian's fault for getting hit. Exactly, timeout. None of us ever excused or approved anything, you know, any attacks that Carolyn made on anybody.
No.
We're not here. We're not here to, again, we're not here supporting her, her past behaviors on YouTube. It really has nothing at all to do with any of this.
And Hell to the No can continue to do whatever she wants on her channel.
Of course you can.
But this left a bad taste in my mouth. I thought it was gross. I said so in the comments because today they decided to put out a video about Merb's son. It was gross. I'm sorry that hurts people's feelings or makes you feel a type of way, but that's my opinion.
Oh, is it the fault of the driver? Okay, are you with the police? Are you with an insurance company? Well, I mean, in the sense that they're the ones that have a car that weighs 2 tons. Yeah, but other than that, it's called an accident for a reason. It's not like he was trying to run someone down. I can't even believe we're. I can't. I just can't believe that we're even having this conversation in this sense. Let's face it. Not too many are uh, Mommy Ramblings fans. Thank you for having a compassion and bringing this monstrous act that took place up. It's very wrong what they. Yeah, I just do. I just do feel like it is wrong, and I don't think that it's not like Hello Starlight and I are the only ones that feel this way. There are other people in the community that feel exactly the same. I mean, could you imagine if it had been Carolyn driving the car instead?
And God forbid it happen to anyone else here, anybody, because it can.
Yeah. I mean, when you're driving, and people so much now, it's crazy, but people
Robo,
on roboting.
a little bit.
Am I now?
Not yet.
Fuck. Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know
I'll
what's
just let
going
you know when it
on.
happens.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Um, I don't know.
It does say investigation is ongoing. Okay.
Well, I think in an accident, they're usually going to ask if there were witnesses. There probably were witnesses.
I mean, it's been a month since it happened. If it was, don't you think he'd be in some trouble by now? It's been a month. There's not a lot
Probably.
to
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
investigate
Probably.
here.
But again, it's the whole thing is none of our business. I really don't want to know anymore after this. I doubt
Right.
that that's going to happen. I'm sure it's going to be brought up more. Uh, I hope not. You're right, B. Fergs. You're right. No, we can't speculate. You're right, Jenny.
So if something like that happened to me, does that give the right to the people that hate my guts to go dig it up?
No. Well, the same be Fergs. It's not like we're fans of hers either. It's, you know,
With the song of the on the woman, baby, and talking to a person, ex, and the family. I don't know what that's about.
yeah, I don't know what that's about either.
Carolyn's deleted comments is sassy.
Well, I asked you if were you hurt by her? Did she dox you? Did she do something to you that, you know, crossed a line with you? Just curious.
Coop, go and poop. They do. They literally analyze her facial expressions. It's weird. I'm sorry, guys. It's a little odd.
Yes, Yvette, I agree.
Yes. Mm-mm-mm.
It doesn't matter. I don't know if the cousin got her son's death incorrect. It's none of my business.
Is that what they're saying, Coop? Oh my.
I mean, right? It's really none of our business. Carolyn didn't tell anyone, and she doesn't have to.
Mm-mm. Yeah, right, Ash. I don't think anyone here is trying to
Yeah,
tell anyone else what to do on their channel.
no, no,
Do
it's
what you
okay,
want.
Coop. It's okay, Coop. I was just, making that statement in general anyway. The fact is that, you know, I know that people have, thrown things at Carolyn about her son, and she's never wanted to answer anything about him, and that's her right.
Oh, Carolyn's deleted comments. Bless it. Just bless it.
Well, you don't seem to. No, I don't want to research anything. This is YouTube. I need to research people that she hurt. No, I don't.
I mean, those people should come
I'll
forward
tell
with
you
their
what. If somebody hurt
stories.
me really bad, well, I think they have for a year and a half.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, if someone hurt me really bad, I would just walk away from them.
The cousin, okay. How did you even know who his cousin was or his Twitter account? Understand. What world is this?
That's true. They have been all over YouTube with their stories over and over and over and over. Yeah. Well, I don't listen. I don't know who that is. I have no idea. But I did ask you. Did she hurt you personally? Did she dox you? Did she do something? Did she put out your IP? Like what was your story? What happened? What did she do to you?
She told me I should be ashamed to call myself a mother on Mother's Day.
Yes, she did. Yes, she
Yes,
did.
like I know that this woman has, not been very kind. Okay. But, heaven forbid you show anyone some sort of compassion for a situation. Fuck me, right? And it all happened during Christmas when I particularly get up in my feels during Christmas, and I really felt a type of way about that, about y'all criticizing our grief panel. And now we know that this also happened during Christmas, and someone said something about them having COVID during Christmas. Like, but let's just keep
Oh
kicking
yeah,
her, right?
well, they were, listen, I don't know the whole story, but something to the effect that Carolyn's son had COVID and it was during Christmas and that, it messed up her Christmas, blah, 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 whatever. Who cares?
It sucks
Uh,
having sick kids on Christmas
I mean,
and a tragedy on top of it. We
listen, my
all
mother,
know. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
my mother had, when I was 10 years old, my mother got strep throat on Thanksgiving and she wanted us to have Thanksgiving. So hired someone, she hired someone at a restaurant to cook of the turkey for my father and my sister and myself so that we had Thanksgiving. I mean, holidays either go on or they don't. If you're planning on having company, like if we were planning on having company over, the company would be canceled, obviously, because someone's sick. I mean, things don't always go the way you want them to go. Diane, can I ask you, one
I
time
didn't
long
watch Stir
ago,
Crazy.
you were going to do a live stream about Bitey Cat, but you never went through with it. Any reason why?
Oh,
Uh, okay, there was some story about Bitey Cat, something that was said about me by Bitey Cat. I don't even see, this is how I don't care. Like, I don't remember what it was that was said, and that's probably why I didn't do it. I don't remember. Exactly. This wasn't her
right,
accident.
Howie.
Exactly. You don't have to like someone to stand up for them. Yeah, I just don't remember. I really don't remember the Bitey Cat situation. But isn't Bitey Cat, doesn't she have a different name too?
It was Moo of Two.
Okay. Yeah, I vaguely remember. I think something was said about me. I
I
I
don't
really don't
remember.
remember because if it really was, I guess it wasn't that important, right? Um,
I can't keep up with it all, and
Same.
mm,
It's all, listen, I can't imagine having to live through all that shit.
I have a feeling people are going to have something to say about this.
I don't, about what?
I
Like
don't
what?
know, really.
Like what
Just
people?
I
I
don't
don't know.
know because I don't know.
I don't care.
I don't either. I don't either.
I really don't care. At this
Not going
point,
to affect my day.
yeah, at this point, I don't really care about much of what people's opinion of me. I can't really care. I don't think that us going live and giving our opinion on what we thought was something that was just done maliciously, because that's what I feel it
And
was. I don't think that
and
they did
to
it to
kind of
alert the community.
right. And to also kind of open up a conversation on what other people might have been feeling about this.
Yeah,
Something people wanted to talk about.
yeah, exactly. Prickly pear. I don't. do you feel like we're lumping all ex Ramblers together? I don't mean to do that.
I'm certainly not, because at this point, I can't even tell you which one is and which one isn't. I know some,
Yeah, I'm not. I'm definitely not doing that.
Alma, stop it. Is that real? Stop it, Alma.
Alma,
I
Alma, how are you, Alma?
don't disagree, but fuck you, Alma.
I'm only allowed to say that word in here if I choose to. Sorry, but compared to people on this platform like Natasha Cooper,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah, she did say that, right?
Well, if I did that prickly pear, I certainly didn't mean to. I didn't even know you were an ex-MERB person.
Same. I didn't either. I didn't either. But yeah, we don't mean to do that. Yeah, she did say I was so happy this fell in my lap or something like that. And thank you for the super chat.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I
reading.
understand. I get what you're saying, Coop. But that's why I said this has been going on for over a year and a half. Like, where does because it feels like revenge. Like, where does the revenge end? Like, there's a lawsuit now. It's gotten to the point where there's a lawsuit, right? So let the court handle it. Well, I think we've, pretty much made our point, right?
Yeah, I'm just reading the chat.
Is there anybody here that would like a link that would like to add to this conversation? Maybe somebody who is an ex Rambler who doesn't want to be put into this particular story, or anyone that feels like hello Starlight and I did something terrible. You're more than welcome also to come up. We can take the punches.
Alma, stop it.
You can curse. You can curse on my panel, but you just can't say the c word. I can only say that, and I only reserve that for certain people.
Well, Carolyn's deleted comments. How do you know if it's pointless? Come up here.
Yeah, take a link. I'll drop. Do you want to come up? And I will be very calm. I'm not going to yell at you, or I'm not going to be, nasty to you or a bitch or anything. I'm not.
She won't even call you the C word, maybe.
I exactly.
Because you were trying to put us into some kind of story of your own
No,
concoction. No.
no, no. You're on your way to the hospital. Why? Are you ill? Yeah, don't text and drive.
Keep your eyes on the road.
So you're ill. I'm sorry. I hope that you're okay.
Yes.
I'm not being a bitch, Sin. I'm being sincere.
Alma.
I personally think, and this is, I'm going to, end this part of the conversation tonight with this, unless anybody wants to come up to add anything. I think they want her channel down.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. There's no doubt about that one.
That's just my opinion.
You think? Yeah, okay. And why? Why is whatever.
I don't know who Nicolina and TT
Oh,
are. The
wishful
only
thinking.
TT I know is
I'll
truthfully
talk
Trisha.
about I'll talk about that on my channel sometimes, because I have a huge opinion about what Nicolina said. It was disgusting, gross, one of the worst things I've heard.
Yeah, I don't know Nicolina and I don't know TT. Sure, sweet and crazy, sweet crazy. Let me give you. Oh, this link is only for sweet crazy. Anybody else will not be allowed up at this point unless you tell me you're coming up. I'm dropping it in the side chat right now. That
She
didn't drop
blocked
right.
your IP. She's got me
Wait a minute.
blocked too, Alma, every way possible.
Why did
It
it not
dropped.
drop right? But can you click on the link?
Let me see.
Let me try it on the other side.
Yeah, it worked.
Okay. Didn't look like it to me. Oh, now the one that I dropped, because it didn't have the line underneath. You know what I mean? The first one that I dropped.
Oh.
100,000 K will cover costs of what, Jenny? Of the lawsuit? Is that what you're talking about?
Is that how much she had for her lawyer costs? Because doesn't she have like a GoFundMe or something?
Uh, I don't even know. Someone's knocking on the door.
100,000? No, that's a bit much.
Hello, sweet crazy.
Hello.
Hello.
What's going on?
Oh,
Uh,
nothing.
we're just we're just trying to wrap up, this shit show, and go
um,
on to Patty Patch because Patty Patch is really funny. But so what is it that you wanted to ask?
Starlight, do you remember? Well, I'm sure you do remember because we were there. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. Um, when
Mm-hmm.
everything went down, right? And she blamed you
Mm-hmm.
for the situation and she blamed you for the phone calls, right? Or did she? Did she blame
Oh,
you
yeah.
for okay. Okay. So do you remember? I know you do. When we were on RDA that night, okay, and you had gotten off, and I was still in chat, okay, and
Uh-huh.
Rostog went off, and it wasn't pretty.
I left after that. I
Yet
wasn't there for that.
I know, but I went after him, I was pissed.
Mhm. Mhm.
But the thing of it is, was it Morbid that did the phone calls?
That's not like known for sure. I have my suspicions.
Well, because I don't think it was them. They were talking shit that night, and Ross
No,
was,
it wasn't them. I've always said it was not it was not RDA.
yeah,
Was not.
yeah. So I
No,
was
absolutely not. I've
okay.
always said that.
That's what I thought. But I just couldn't put it together. Like, and then she's friends with him, like is calling him James, and like he's like her best
Yeah.
buddy. And I was like, what is going on here? Do
Yeah.
you know that that's probably the person that has had you so upset? And so I was
That
just
yes,
wondering
what you're
if any,
saying like has
yeah,
mhm.
I was just wondering if anybody had like let her know this.
I emailed Carolyn in the very
You
beginning
cut
to let
out.
her know. Huh?
She cut sweet crazy cut out.
Oh,
Oh, I
okay.
didn't say nothing. I was just waiting for Diane.
I emailed Carolyn immediately telling her that
It
Starlight
wasn't Starlight,
had nothing to do
and
with this.
yeah,
Right. And I
and
clarified for her that the conversation that she heard about the wrong son died was
mm-hmm,
Misery
Mhm.
making a phone call to one of his ex or something like that, because I did hear that. I did witness that with my own eyes. And she just wouldn't hear it at that point. So, um,
oh,
and
so
then, yeah.
that statement was for Misery to someone else, not her, or was it to her?
Yeah, Jimmer Nam said it. No, he did not say it to her. Jimmer Nam said it years and years ago now
Okay,
to I think it was this guy named Kyle's mother.
okay, okay, because Kyle lost his brother.
Yes,
I
I think it was Kyle. I don't want to get the names mixed up, but yeah, it was. I still have the clip of that of the original stream
Okay, because
that happened on. Where
I
Jimmer
think these
said that.
parts right here are pretty important. You know what I mean? Like, because this was like the beginning
I've
of the
tried
end. And I know you've tried to
right.
get
I've
past it,
tried to
but
ask Shipwreck Beck about that stuff, and she claims to know nothing.
well, and she may not, or she may be full of shit. I don't know. Um, but I
True.
just was a little confused, because I was there at this whole time too.
Right. But what are
Yeah.
you confused about right now?
No, I think I'm good now. I think I'm good now. I
Because
just
I
was
don't want
really.
anyone getting it twisted that I think anything that she did to me or anybody else is
Mm-hmm,
okay. And like I said, if she fires up alive and wants to throw my name in some bullshit again, I'll fire up alive and respond right back to it.
mm-hmm,
But I'm not gonna like harass the woman when she's not bothering me.
mm-hmm.
I don't care that much.
Yeah, I mean, we're past it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I
I
mean,
just think that these little things I've been confused about, and I don't know if anybody else was, and so I just kind of wanted to get them a little bit straight, because I didn't really know, and so I didn't want to be blaming the wrong people. So that's kind of why I came
it's
up.
been that was how many years ago now? 3?
Yeah, that's
Oh
been forever.
God. Something
But I
like
mean,
that.
everything just it started from then, and then it just was gradually been to what it is today. So.
Well, if you think about it though, Mommy Ramblings before her son's death and after her son's death are two completely different people.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
I Yep, it's true.
I
I
mean,
do feel.
yeah, like I said, no, I can't imagine,
Mm,
what that feels like to lose a child. I know when my grandmother did, she had a nervous breakdown. I mean, everybody, reacts different, and I do believe it can change your whole life. It can change your whole person. Uh,
mm-hmm. And I'm really starting, to see more of that, And I do feel bad for her, I really do. And I hope her the best. And I hope, it's weird and it's hard. But I'm not going to
It's
put up with her
shitty.
shit either.
But no, I think we all share that same
Yeah.
sentiment. Alma, where are you at, Alma?
Alma, I told you, baby, get up here.
And listen, again, I just want to put this out there that if you have had a relationship with Carolyn or were part of her group or whatever, and she did you wrong or she did something to you, I'm not saying that's okay.
Yeah.
The only issue that I had was with putting this information out and making it sound as though she hid it. She hid it. She's not empathetic. She's not compassionate. She didn't care about that young woman. You don't know that. That was it. That was the to the degree that I wanted to take this. I'm not disregarding anything that might have happened to any of you.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make that clear.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I figured that's how it was, anyways. People have enough brains to figure that out, that you're not doing anything like that.
Well, some of these people don't know me. They don't
True.
know me, so maybe they thought that I was, here speaking on behalf of Carolyn, which I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. We're not friends. We've never been friends. She's been on my, in my chat years ago for another catastrophe that was going on, but no.
My my opinion on her fuck shit and all of the stuff she's done has not changed. I'm not going to be in her chats. I don't want to be a rambler.
No.
I'm not a supporter. I'm just saying that I saw this happen and this is what I thought about it.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely not right. I mean, the girl, we can go on for days and give her advice, but she doesn't listen, and she is going to do what she's going to do. But look at the
And
position now she's in, and it's
yeah,
not a good one.
no.
I hope she
And
And
learns
no
from it.
one
I hope she can
make
grow from this.
well, I want to
Steph
make it Oh, go
in
ahead. Go ahead.
chat, Steph, but look, if she's doing things behind the scenes, and yes, they will address it, and you don't blame them. Carolyn doesn't stop and plays innocent. She's not.
Well,
She's
then
That's
not.
address
all
what she
fine and
does,
good.
please.
If she's
Please expose what she's doing behind the
yes,
scenes. More power to you.
exactly, exactly,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely, Steph. She would address it if she was doing things behind the scenes to Hello Starlight, of course, but that's not the case right now. And again,
Mm.
again, we're not disregarding anything that has happened. I just don't know it. I don't know every detail. I don't. I'm
You
only
know what
addressing.
else I don't know? I don't know what she did to me behind the scenes. I can only imagine. I'm sure she doxed my entire family. I don't know. If she did, could you show me that she did it so I can I'll call that out. But I don't have to go after her tragedies.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes.
Well, we're getting dumped on.
Exactly,
I gotta.
exactly. Of do not make a tragic death.
Yeah.
An example to make your case, and
Yeah.
that's, I think, it in a nutshell is what we were trying to say.
But I don't think she's ever gonna change. I mean, people don't change overnight, and tigers with the stripes and stuff.
Well,
So
Steph Laza, would you like me to go live about it and drag her? Is that what I need to do? A lot of people have doxed me behind the scenes, in front of the scenes. I mean, it's another day on YouTube.
Listen, I think a lot of people in the community do know everything that she's done. It's been put out there and put out there and put out there and put out there to nauseum at this point. And there's a lawsuit now.
yep,
That's the point that people are at. There's a lawsuit. So just let the lawsuit play out and see what happens.
it's gonna be interesting. That's for sure. But I
Right,
don't blame. I don't blame
Alma.
Heather.
not for, I don't know.
I know.
Alma, if that's true about narcissists and everything that you're saying, which I'm not saying it's not true. I mean, are any of us going to change Merb? I don't think so. I don't think anyone here
Mm-mm.
is going to change her. That's why I just don't watch her. I don't know how these people
I
literally
can't.
watch her. I can't do it either. I
And
can't.
when I did go in there the
Only
other
when she's
night,
losing her shit. If she's
yeah.
losing her shit, I'll watch that.
Oh man, she made me depressed, man. I had to leave. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
this is getting crazy, girlfriend. You need some
Okay, so
help.
so
Anyway,
Steph, the ex ramblers should not go after her. We said that. No, I don't listen.
if she
Uh,
doesn't do anything, point is she is. It's what? Yeah, we know. We've been going through it for about 4 years now. So I don't know if you're going to
True.
tell us anything new, girlfriend.
I guess they're new to it and this is
I
fresh
guess
for them
so.
and
I
it's
guess
just
so. That we got to
oh,
take their point of view too. They're like, God damn it, go after this bitch.
I been there, done that.
Yeah, and it
well,
really doesn't.
actually, Jenny, that's not true. In a court of law, uh, the judge puts demands on things. If they're not met through at a certain point, he can very easily dismiss lawsuits, or he can file sanctions. He can approve a sanction be charged on either attorney
There's lots of things that
or the
that he that
sanction,
he can do. Yeah.
because he's supposed to know. He's supposed to know better, because the attorney's supposed to know better. So they'll get the sanction, and I'm pretty sure Ash can back me up on that. It's not going to go on forever. Courts don't let lawsuits like this just go on forever in a court of law. They don't.
No, just like the other one. She's been dicking around too, and the judge isn't gonna like it. This next time that they go to court, it's you can't do that kind of stuff, especially if you're defending yourself. I
Well,
mean, my goodness.
I don't pay too much attention to that lawsuit, actually.
Well, you should, because I think it needs to
Oh,
teach
wait a minute. Hold
people.
on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Uh, J- Janae Ann's comments. Uh, Carolyn is threatening and extorting her right now.
Yeah, I was
Well,
trying to find what she's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what
she
that means.
she's going after
She's
Jeanette.
saying that someone please read Janae's comment
Okay.
and on Hell to the No, but I need to know where on Hell to the No. And I will look at it.
Her last video or what?
Janae, like the fuck you Alma? That Janae?
No, that's Jeanette. That's Jeanette.
But she's French or something.
That's Jeanette. Janae is she's American. And Janae goes on her trips with her and stuff.
We're not trying to change anyone's mind about Merb, Alma, just so you
No.
know. Not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
No.
guys
No.
can make your own
No.
you can make your own dang decisions too and your own
I
conclusions.
still don't like the lady. I
And
don't.
never will.
No. No.
Nope.
But I can also
I've been yelled
say,
at.
hey, like, come on now. Like, take a step back and reevaluate what you're doing over there.
She yelled at me a couple times.
Well, listen, she's talked shit on me too and whatnot, and
Oh,
I've emailed her and told her that she
there's there you can talk shit, but then there's a point of sweet crazy Brown, get her out.
She ran narratives on me, like whole stories that weren't
I know
even true.
you definitely topped the cake, girlfriend.
I was blamed for
out of
being
us
held to the
three.
no. She thought I was held to the no for the
Oh my
longest
gosh,
time.
I know that was something that was funny. I'm
looking
like,
for this
Starlight is
comment.
not hell to the no.
No, I'm gonna let you know if it's me. Trust and believe.
Yeah.
Well, I knew it wasn't.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. It's gonna say hello Starlight if it's me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, I'm trying to find whatever Janae. Okay, message to Merb. Send me a refund of $32.68 for jewelry I bought from you on auction on October 18th, 2023, which you never sent. It's not enough. You extort me financially, but steal from me too. While you're at it, send me the 520 you coerced out of me for your legal fund so I don't support you in any way, shape, or form. Stop slandering my good name and sending threatening emails. Leave my daughter's name out of your mouth. Keep an eye on your mail in the next couple of days as a letter from my attorney is on its way. Notice my attorney practices in New York, so I can easily litigate further. I will warn you, like you warned me, tread very lightly. No, it's not me who needs to tread very lightly. It's you.
That was Janae
Yes.
on where was that up?
Under their live stream on Hill to the No.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Well, maybe Janae will go somewhere and tell us what the hell she's talking about.
Wow, that's a
And she should.
big
She
loss.
has every right. If that's going on, put it out there. That's
Yeah.
fine. People are absolutely missing the point here, losing the plot. It's just
Yeah, I think so. I
whatever.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's a big
I
loss right there.
and Billy Gray, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with anybody doing that.
Doing what, Diane?
Trying to intimidate her.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
an
yeah.
NDA? Who signs NDAs? What are you talking about?
Does she give her people NDAs?
Like if to
Apparently,
go in Slack or something?
Yeah, yeah.
apparently. I mean, I think that's
See, Katie?
ridiculous. I don't
Well,
think
that's
NDAs were not created for that.
No. And doesn't it have to be signed like in front of a lawyer and a and all that kind of stuff? Or no.
I mean,
Prickly
it's a
Pear knows.
contract. But
if someone asked me to sign an NDA to come into their Slack, I'd be like, never mind. I'm
Yeah.
good. I don't need your Slack.
No.
What's going on in there?
Exactly.
Jeez.
It's top secret 007 shit.
Apparently. You got to give your social security number.
NDA doesn't mean she can discuss her. It means she can't discuss like trade secrets, i.e., channel secrets. Also, an NDA between a creator and a subscriber is not enforceable.
Oh,
I mean, I
interesting.
had to sign NDAs, in the past, because I worked in a very competitive industry, and of course,
That I can see.
none of them held up though, because if I did change a job, they can't really do anything to you, because if that's your livelihood, if that's your business, if that's what you do,
Hmm.
it's very hard for them to be able to even enforce an NDA if you go to another company, and you're going to end up always sharing something. It's very hard to enforce.
Oh, if you go on the Shell trip, you got to sign an NDA.
Why? She puts everything live anyway. Even her freakouts. My God, where's my phone? Nancy
Yeah,
says she threatened me, my son, and my job. That's lovely.
Well, she doesn't need to be doing all that, okay? But still, do we have to go after whatever? Scorned lovers.
no, I know the difference between an NDA and a non-compete. I had to sign both. or I had people, or I had to have people sign them, just for a different business.
That is nuts. But
Y'all doing the most.
her people would believe it, and be like, you know, it's just another tactic, another intimidation tactic. It's crazy. Who the fuck does she think she is? The president of the Relief Society or what?
It's an exclusive club.
Man, the Mormon Church would.
Okay, so listen, I don't want to get into, uh,
NDAs.
yeah, and getting into, I really didn't plan on, getting into all of this stuff with,
Oh,
Carolyn.
we're just talking crap.
I know,
Going
but
through every little section. It's not like nobody, nobody's gonna give a shit, Diane. Really?
no,
I
but
mean,
the
they're.
point is that I don't want to be, I just don't really want to be part of it.
No, and we're not being part of it.
We're not part of
I
it. We're just
can't help
talking.
it. These people are coming in here saying things that I would never be talking about anyways. But
Yeah,
don't lose sight of the point. Is the point.
yeah.
No
Oops.
one's trying to glorify Merb is what I'm trying to say. I understand she does things. I understand now that she's got NDAs. Uh, I still don't think what happened was okay. It doesn't change my opinion on that.
Mhm.
No, I get it. I just don't want to get, sidetracked into, turning this into, mommy ramblings, you know,
I think we're just trying to understand the lady, really.
no, this isn't, oh,
I
this isn't
mean,
the MERB support
I'm
group.
really confused.
I'll be right back. I've got to mute for a minute, so I'll be right
That's
back.
okay. Go ahead.
You know
No,
what I mean? Like it's just so confusing on. I don't know. It's just confusing on her thought processes and stuff and how she thinks.
well, I didn't listen. I didn't want to, continue on talking about, all I wanted to say is for anybody that was, hurt by her, doxxed by her, whatever by her. That's something that you need to take up with her, and I think that's been going on for quite a long time. Uh, the point that we wanted to make tonight was that uh,
Alma.
I personally didn't think it was necessary to bring something on YouTube. I feel that it was a tactic, and I just thought that uh, it wasn't something that was necessary for YouTube to know.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole live stream and that song was creepy.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what it is. It's getting like things are creepy. And if it was just normal kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, like I
Really,
said,
really.
I can't speak for all of these people, and I don't really want
Mm-mm.
to. I think
There's no way you could.
they all have their own voices. They've all told their stories. You know, for a
Mm-hmm.
long, long time. It's not like people don't know. I just don't think it was necessary to bring that up, and then to bring up the video today about her son. It's none of anybody's business.
No, it's not. I mean, it's so devastating anyway. You just leave that. Just leave it alone. You know, she's already having a hard enough damn time.
Yeah, I mean, stick to the things that
Yeah.
she's done to you personally. Stick to
Mm-hmm.
those things, right?
I
There's no
agree.
reason to just add more shit on just for the sake of you know, assuming that what she did that day, what she didn't do, that she went live. It's just another browbeating. If there are things to be handled that you feel that you've been wrong, then deal with them. And that's why, like I said, there's a lawsuit now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, there was no, the same thing happened. You're right. The same thing happened to Tracy's personal information about her son. That was not something that needed to be brought to YouTube.
Mm-mm.
Um, and I think that's dirty.
I don't know what happened.
I mean, keep shit on YouTube if you've got a problem. Like, if she had a problem with Tracy, then deal with Tracy. There's no reason to bring her son into it. It's dirty shit.
And Alma, that's the thing. Like, you know, you do, but you don't. I mean, you still don't have to bring up that part. Anyone, no one
Yeah,
should be
I think
bringing
that
up that.
I think that people are I think that people are misinterpreting, the point of this live. We're not disregarding anything that
No,
anyone might have gone through or experienced. It's not that. It was just, I feel that this was just an added on, unnecessary. I mean, Alma, do you think that it was? I mean, I want you to answer me honestly. Did you think it was necessary, or did it, drive home a point, bringing up what happened with the accident? When none of us here would have known about it because we don't,
I
Google
didn't even
people.
know.
Yeah. So, I mean, did that, I mean, for any of you who have been hurt by her, do you feel that that helped? Do you, you know,
And have you been that hurt by her? Is
did
it
it
just
make,
YouTube hurt? Like
yeah,
her pain is deep. You
did
know
it make you feel better that that came out?
that makes you just as bad, if not worse. And I agree with this lawsuit, but I don't agree with that kind of stuff. No, people got to get back to like, uh, kind of like do as I say, not as I do kind of stuff. That's not right. You got to get back to, uh, how would you like it if it's done to you? You think about your children. Think about one of them being gone. It's not pretty.
Well, Molly got arrested. Yes, she did. And plenty of people talked about it. In fact, I was one of the people that talked about it because the woman she was arrested with wrote to me and wanted to tell her side because at the time Molly was not telling the truth. And then it turned out
Hmm.
and Molly actually brought it to YouTube herself,
Yep.
on her own channel the minute she got arrested. So, but it got a little bit more complicated when someone who was with her was accused of being the person who stole the money. And then it turned out that either one of them remembered most of what happened. It was,
They were so fucked up. They couldn't remember their head from their ass.
yeah, I mean, it was, so, she brought it here.
Somebody say something about Molly's stuff.
Yeah, someone just mentioned that, Molly
Um,
was arrested and it was talked about on
oh,
here.
geez.
How she faked this, she does that because people with compassion believe her. Uh, I
And
don't
you
know what
think
that. I don't know what that means. Uh, Faked what? What did she fake? I'm getting so lost.
yeah, there's
But didn't someone get the video in the bar? Yes. The woman who was with her got it. The cam, the police cam. She got all the information.
so there you go. It is the best way to deal with murders. I think it's the only way to deal with her at this point.
Well, I've been through a lawsuit and I wouldn't waste my money on another lawsuit. It's very costly. I would, call it a day. If I could go back and do it again, call it a day and take a really long vacation. Uh,
Right? Take that money and go to the beach somewhere.
Go around the fucking world with what lawsuits end up
No
costing. You kidding?
kidding. No kidding.
Unbelievable.
No kidding. If I would have been smart, I would have told all three of my children, all three need to become lawyers.
Hmm. Oh, she
No,
pretended. I didn't know that. True Grimes. See, I don't know all of that stuff. But isn't that a Nana Patty's husband and her problem? Like, I don't know.
it is, and that's the thing. That's the thing with this whole place, and you can't get wrapped up in other people's shit all the time. You can support the people that you want to support, and you want to go to where you want to go. That doesn't mean that you support, and that doesn't mean that you need to get the backlash just because you're being, it's hard.
I don't think you should judge
It's
if
a
you don't
catch
understand.
22 on that one.
Listen, Dana, or is it Dana? I don't know. We have a Dana here that pronounces it Dana. Uh, I, you're saying, we shouldn't judge if you don't understand the entire story. No, I don't. And I don't
We're
know the
not
entire
judging.
story, and I'm not trying to judge anyone. Again, this wasn't about the things that Carolyn has done to anybody here. Um, it's about the information that was brought public that I don't think actually helped any of your cases. That's my opinion. If you think that that information being brought forward helped any of your cases with anything that you've gone through with her, then tell me if that's true. And bringing an innocent woman from somewhere in New York to YouTube. Well, I don't blame you for changing your name. Keep your name anonymous. Again, Jen, I don't know anything about that. I really don't. And True Grimes, I don't know anything about that either.
I know there's so much. See, we went through our stuff, but then we left. So all of you other guys that came after us have gone through your own stuff, and we don't know. And it seems to be pretty intense. But I think each one of whoever was hurt or damaged by her or felt bad or whatever, you do need to take it up with her. I don't, because we don't know. You're right. We don't know.
Yeah, I can't possibly know
There's too much.
everybody.
How
And
could we?
apparently, there's a
How
lot of
could we?
people. There's a lot of people. You know what? I don't know what to say. Like, I don't even know when Carolyn stops going after exes behind the scene, it'll stop. Like, I don't even know what that means.
I know, me neither. Like, that just seems to be there's so much here. And we're not in it anymore. So we don't know. We've
And
never, we're not in Slack. We're not behind the scenes. It's,
well, you know what,
wow.
Steph? Look, if you look, here's the thing. If you try to take it up with somebody, and it could be anyone. I'm not good, of course you're using Carolyn, but if anybody is doing that
Nancy,
to
you're
you,
right.
if you try to talk to somebody, right? If you try to talk to somebody and they just go harder at you, then it's probably best that you just, call it a day and say, okay, they're not getting it, they're not understanding why I'm upset, and just walk away.
I guess you're just going to have to block her and walk away. It seems like there's just a lot going on here. And she is relentless, Alma, and she doesn't stop. And I think the only way to solidify the situation is definitely block and walk away.
Jane, I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't hear much empathy or sympathy in that live. I heard a creepy song. I heard a woman screaming at her that she hates her, and that they were judging her based on the fact that she went live. That's all I really heard. Maybe I didn't listen to the whole stream. I probably didn't. I just, again, you're not going to change my mind. my mind's not going to be changed in the fact that I don't think it was necessary to bring that public. I don't think that it helped any of your cases against all the things that you're saying in here about the other things that she does. I don't see it making up for anything or helping any one of you.
Well, I'm glad you
That's
guys are all in here, you know.
That is true. The lawsuit probably will stop her from trying to false copyright strike and trying to take down a channel, which was probably her intent with Helton. No, I'm not going to disagree with that. I mean, copyright is pretty straightforward here on YouTube and fair use and all of that. So, yeah, that might deter her in the future from striking channels.
Amen, Alma. Maybe, hopefully. Or, I mean, YouTube's not going to keep on putting up with this, right, Diane? Her doing all this false stuff?
Well, the thing with YouTube and copyright is, and I don't know why they do it. If someone gives you a copyright strike, YouTube will automatically take down the video without hearing a response from you, whether it was fair use. YouTube puts themselves in a very good position to not get involved in copyright. Yeah, so they leave it in the hands of the person who is giving the strike that they need to take that person to court. They're out of it. They will take down the video, and then I don't know, 10 days later or so, the video goes back up if nothing has been done. They don't get involved in that part. The only thing that YouTube gets involved in is privacy strikes, community guideline strikes. They will strike you, and then if you get 3 strikes, you're out, that kind of thing. But they don't get involved in, and that's why there's a court case right now.
Oh, okay.
You
Is
have
she
to
done?
bring somebody to court. You have to
Okay.
follow through with it. If you don't, then it'll go back up. But privacy, putting people's emails out in public, putting out their names and addresses out in public, putting a picture of them off of Facebook that's not on YouTube is a privacy strike. Anything that can identify that person is a privacy complaint. And they will take that video down. It's not considered a community guideline strike. Harassment, bullying, all that falls under community guidelines. And you get a strike. I think first you get a warning, then you get a strike, and then you get 2 more strikes after that, and you're gone.
She just got one big strike, didn't she?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, well, thank you, Blue Jay. Thank you.
I think she did.
I don't know. I don't keep track.
I was just wondering if she had done any of those other, situations.
I don't know. I mean, the only people that know if you have strikes or warnings or anything like that are the creator because it's in your YouTube studio. Years ago in 2019, I got a warning on something on a community guidelines, and I didn't know. Like I wasn't like educated enough to know what to do with it, and I quickly just deleted the video instead of writing back to YouTube because
Doesn't take
if
it away though.
yeah, but my warnings been I don't
Mine
have
is still there. I've had a warning for 2 years. I don't know why it won't go away.
well, you can
Oh,
get it.
really?
I'll tell you later how you can get rid of it.
Okay.
But I
That
don't
would be
have any strikes on my channel.
same.
Yeah, I think she did. I think she did just get one.
I mean, I've
But
had
I mean, doesn't she have to? What is So Heather's suing her, right? Yeah.
don't use her name.
I'm
Don't use
sorry. Held something on.
Yeah, she is suing her.
Okay. Okay. No, I was just wondering if it was the same as the other one, but no. This is
It's for copyright. It's a
okay.
copyright lawsuit. Based on the fact that she purposely gave her strikes, knowing that she was using her videos in fair use, under fair
In fair
use.
use.
so that her intention was to try to strike her 3 times to get her channel taken down.
And so she had to fight that herself. YouTube just kind of
Well,
doesn't really care
well,
about
no,
that part.
she probably contacted YouTube, and YouTube looked at it, and of course it goes back up. But they do expect you at some point. Like I said, they keep out of any kind of copyright uh, shit.
Oh,
They
okay.
leave it up to you. So she decided to take the route of taking her to court,
Hmm.
and with copyright, you need to hire a copyright attorney because
Attorney.
copyright is, if you don't, you're probably in over your head. You need to have somebody who specializes in copyright infringement.
Mm-hmm.
And
Seems like it'd be pretty tricky.
well, it is. And I think that she does have an attorney who does have a copyright infringement under his belt.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is. You're all
Yep. We'll see
and
what
how
happens.
for standing up for what's right. Listen, I agree. Listen, Billy, I agree on the misuse of the striking system for copyright and following through with it. Absolutely.
Yeah, we're not saying that it's a bad thing. I
Yeah,
think everybody's getting the wrong impression here.
yeah. I'm not against her taking her to
No,
court.
not at all.
To each their own.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I
the,
agree.
the
So.
the attorney wouldn't have taken the case if well I'm not going to say that. There are some attorneys that do take cases even if there's not a really strong case because they want the money, but and let's face it, copyright attorneys are very expensive, retainers are very expensive, but yeah, I do think that her case will you know probably, like, I don't know about the suing of $100,000 and all that, and getting that kind of money. Like, I don't know, and that whole thing about looking up houses and shit like that. What her property is and what does she own and all that to see if they can get money out of her. Like, if you're gonna be thinking about how you're going to get money out of her, do it in private. Like, that's something that you talk to your attorney about. Like, would I sue her for $100,000? Whatever. Like, I just think everything goes too far on here.
Diane, are we attacking Hell to the No?
What?
Are we
No.
attacking Hell to the No? Sweet Crazy,
No,
do you think we're attacking Hell to the
no.
No?
I'm just talking
Okay.
on her behalf
Hmm.
of the right to sue somebody for false striking and when they're using a video under fair use. Why did somebody say that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
someone in the chat said that.
I'm
No.
just trying to understand that. You guys are really sensitive. You need to calm down.
I was gonna say Sweet Crazy though, and I'm gonna offend people if I say it, but I
Jesus.
mean, I understand Merb did stuff, and the stuff she did was bad, okay? And she did a lot of it to me.
She did a lot of it
Uh,
to you.
yes, but
God.
I don't know. Maybe I've been here too long. I've been through too. I had the cops called on me. Somebody called CPS on me. Don't get me started. But
Exactly.
uh oh, if someone on a panel yelled at me and screamed at me, and that was the worst thing they did, that would be like another day on YouTube for me.
Mhm.
I saw someone say, do you know that she yelled at me?
And that's when we used to have fun because we yelled at each other and we got yelled at, and then we tucked our tail between our legs. We went away for a minute or two, and then we came back and everything was fine.
Well, it
God.
depends on who it is.
Well, true, but you know what I mean. Like, I guess I
Mhm.
gotta say back in the
Well, I
day.
try not never mind. I'm gonna be quiet or I'll be in trouble.
Good evening, Veronica. Yeah, I'm
What?
not. Listen, it's my opinion that I feel that, again, I don't think that putting that information out in public helped anyone here, made anybody feel better for what was done to them. So that's my opinion. I'm not attacking anyone.
You can't do another bad to make it right.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make
Wanda,
sense that way.
if that happened and they did all what you're saying, like you could see her doing all that, hey, if she does that, I'll call that shit out.
Mm-hmm.
What? What?
Like if she said I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to sue the lady Jimmy hit. He's suffering now from PTSD, damage to truck, anything that would stick, blah blah blah.
Well,
Like I wouldn't be fast.
that's, oh my God, that's never going to happen. Could the family sue, possibly civilly sue him for
Oh,
something?
huh, uh-huh.
That's possible. That's possible. But that would have to go, for wrongful death or something like that. That is possible that could happen in a civil, not in a criminal sense, but in a civil court. Yeah, I mean, anybody can sue anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I think every one of these people that are saying this stuff need to go on their channel and hit that live button and you just let it all out.
That's what I was thinking. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's right, Nancy. The woman's family is the only one that can sue.
That's true.
And again, you can sue anybody for anything in the civil court. Doesn't mean that it's going to work. Doesn't mean that it's going to happen. That you're going to have the outcome that you hope to have.
So you can keep on going with a lawsuit. Does the judge have any say if it keeps going, or like does he have to look at the evidence and stuff and just say, okay, this is worth going, or can he say
Well,
this is going?
Well, in my lawsuit, I think it was probably at month 3 or 4 of motions going back and forth that he kind of really pushed for, both parties to get into a settlement with it, with like a mediator, because it wasn't something that he wanted to entertain. Part of the lawsuit was copyright, the other was something else, and he found that to be frivolous. The other part of it, to be frivolous, the copyright was really difficult to identify who actually owned the copyright, was because I had a copyright on my work. The actual music, it was leased to the site from somebody in the UK. It was very difficult, but that's what we ended up doing, was, basically going behind closed doors from the public and putting out a settlement between the parties, um, and that's the way it ended. I mean,
Huh.
judges can force you into settlement.
That's what I thought. That's what I was wondering. That's what I was wondering.
I don't
Yeah,
ever
and
want to go to court over YouTube.
Heck no.
yeah, no, no, no.
I don't
That's the
want to go
day
to
I
court over
log
anything.
off
Yeah, throw all
forever.
the shade you want, but don't don't sue people.
I guess there's no more tomatoes, huh? It's just straight corn, just right in
Yeah,
the old ear.
I guess. I
Sorry.
guess.
No more Utah tomatoes, man. We do have good corn though. Oh my god, we got a shit ton of snow, people. I just moved up on my daughter up the mountain, and we didn't have any snow for Christmas. And how's it by your place, Diane? Are you in?
No,
Like,
I'm good. I'm still waiting. We had our first snow the other day, and it was maybe about 3 inches, and then it started, raining, and it was gone.
wow.
And then we had a really windy day, high winds, but nothing. I was expecting at least 8 inches.
I think you'll probably get it. I mean, we're getting it real late this year, but it's here. I
Oh
wish
boy,
for it, and I
forget
got
it. Forget it.
right
That went
for
over your head. That went over your head.
That's what she said.
That went over your head.
Oh well, that happens a lot. Dallas area is getting it Monday. You guys are going to get snow.
Yes. It's supposed to
What?
be 12. It's supposed to be. I'm about 4 hours from Dallas. I'm in like the southeast, and we're supposed to get, or it's supposed to be 12 degrees on Monday, and there's like a
Ooh.
55% chance of snow. But I'm not going to
Wow. Do you
be
guys normally get
here,
snow?
so I'm
Oh, you're
hoping I
not.
don't have to
Look,
drive where I'm going back
look at
in
Ufta
ice.
showing off. Look at Ufta showing off. It's going to be 80
Oh,
here tomorrow.
I know. Look at her beautiful tan she's got going on.
I know.
If are you in Palm Desert, Palm Springs? Actually, they've been pretty chilly too. Alma, how's it been in your area? Oh my gosh, you guys got that big old wave of water.
ye-
Oh
who?
my god, that freaked me out. That's like that's like too close. That's like oh man,
Was
that's
that in
like
California? I think I know what you're
yes.
talking about.
Southern
Okay, I saw that.
California, we had like a little
Been a
baby new
couple weeks. It's like been a couple weeks.
yeah, a little baby Suna. No, it's only been like about a week, I think.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
But that's freaky. I don't
Exactly,
know the
more than
last time
enough.
that's even
Thank you.
happened. What, Diane?
Yes.
I'm just saying,
Yes.
you know, that more than enough said, I don't think it should have been brought to YouTube. Jimmy isn't a YouTube creator. He has to live with this for the rest of his life.
Yep.
I don't think
I have to admit, I do enjoy wintertime. I do, you need a break from the summer. That's why I
you
do
do.
enjoy the seasons, and I love putting on sweaters and, cozy things, cozy clothes. And then you get to the point where you're sick of it, and then you look forward to the spring and the summer. But I don't know if I would like living in a climate that's hot, uh, all
See,
year.
down here, we don't really get a winter. It's like it depends. It's bipolar. Like this 12 degrees coming up is out of nowhere. Today, it was, or how it usually goes. It's cold in the morning, but then by the afternoon, it feels great. It's like the perfect weather, and then it gets cold at
Mm-hmm.
night.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as long as I get an opportunity to wear sweaters and shit, I'd be okay. But I just love the seasons. Like I don't know. Like once the winter is so long, and then once like March, the beginning of March comes, and you start seeing the buds on the trees and the
Yeah.
tulips coming up and things like that. It like revitalizes you, and you get this feeling of like, oh, I can finally get out of this doom of the winter. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why I really enjoy the seasons.
I do too. I do
And
too.
time just flies. Like I can't believe that a year has gone by already. Like, you know,
Oh my
I
gosh, me too.
time
It
is flying,
flew.
like it flies so fast when you get older. Like I remember when you were in like high school and you couldn't wait for a summer vacation and it felt like 3 years, like it was never gonna come.
Like the
Now
beginning of June never came, I swear.
yeah, it just never it felt like in school it never came. But now time flies so fast.
Yeah, 23 flew. I don't think I've ever felt like a year that flew that fast.
It really did.
It
It
did.
it
It was
did.
weird. Now 24 is here. Oh my God.
I know, 2024. So
Yeah.
crazy.
I love even numbers, so it's got to be good.
All right, so listen, we've been on for a long time, so I want to end the whole Carolyn discussion at this point. There's other places that you guys, can further talk about this. I think I only wanted, to make that point that Jimmy is not here. It's it's I just feel like it should have not. That's my opinion, though. I mean, I know there's going to be people that disagree, and there were people that disagree in here tonight, and that's fine. Uh, but I don't want to continue going down this road. But I do want to, Starlight, can you bring up that video?
Yes.
Okay. Because we've been on for like 2.5 hours already.
No. It's my
So
bedtime.
let me just give a brief, bedtime. I know.
Uh-huh.
Don't blame me for keeping you up late, young lady.
I might do it.
Okay, so I need to give a little story about this before I bring it up. Okay, so years and years ago, in and if there's anybody here from the drama community, you'll understand it and you'll remember it. But new people won't. But there was a creator. Her name is Truthfully Trisha, and years ago she was going through a lot of stuff. Like she got arrested. There was a court case. And everybody followed her at that time. So this girl who was on YouTube, her name was Kirsty. She made this doll called Patty Patch, and she would dress the doll up in whatever the situation was with Truthfully Trisha. Like Truthfully Trisha used to go to the gym and work out. When she got arrested, she put her, and I'm not going to show that one. She put her in an orange jumpsuit, but she dressed her up. Somebody sent a glitter bomb to her house and with stickers on it, and she, opened it and it went all over her. So what I'm going to show you
My
is little
God.
little things that actually happened to her. Like she got a diamond ring that wasn't real, and it was a big diamond ring. She even put a diamond ring on it, and it was. I would have to say that you'd have to be there to get it, but if you listen to the laughter on this panel at the time that this was happening, because most of this is real shit that happened. Okay, so we're just going to show you a little bit of it. It's on a high speed, the voices, but that I guess that's okay. If you want to slow it down a little bit, you can, Starlight. But
Okay.
it's pretty funny for us. It was all funny. So if you were in the OG drama community, you'll get this. Uh, but I think that
The dolls. Oh my gosh.
she was very creative, and she really put a lot of work um, into Patty Patch. Diane, can you talk about Eugenia Next Live, how toxic her channel is to young women? You know what? Miracles, I talked about that a couple of years ago. I uh, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even know how she's still walking, but I did say years ago that who's going to be responsible for the young women that follow her that might also
Mhm.
end up down the road of being anorexic to the point where they become like her. Can YouTube be sued for that? Or will YouTube ever take her off? I mean, I can't
She's
even believe.
on. She's all on TikTok now.
Well,
Did
yeah,
she go to rehab and everything, or
That
she
was
did.
years ago.
Yeah,
I
she
thought
did.
it was just now, recent,
I don't
No,
know.
that I
or
know what you're talking about. No, she
for
did
the
not go to rehab.
she
Uh,
just
I
Um,
I don't think anything is going to change with her. I think that her mother is,
mhm.
a
at all.
horrible person. I don't know why YouTube hasn't deleted her channel.
I can't believe
It's a dangerous channel to me. Um,
very
but
dangerous.
you know, very dangerous channel. I mean, if I had a teenage daughter, let's say, who started
I wouldn't
watching
let
her,
my
and
daughter even watch her.
I've asked
well,
my kids several times if I'm like, "Have you ever heard of Eugenia Cooney?" And they're like, "Nope." And I'm like, "Okay, good. We're good."
yeah, yeah, that's good because she has too many young women that follow her.
Yep,
Oh, that is so
million.
scary.
I
And
mean,
she
it's
does TikTok lives over there now, and I've tried to talk about it a couple times, but honestly, I stopped because it triggers people. People get
It
really
does.
triggered. Yeah.
yeah, it was. I've seen a couple of her, shorts that she, where she's dancing to all the single ladies, and I'm like, how is she even standing up? Like,
Yes.
I don't
How does she
understand
even
it.
have any
Where's
I
her
energy? Is
don't
the
understand.
channel? There's a channel that I watch. I haven't watched him in a little while, but he started covering Eugenia, and I thought his commentary was entertaining and interesting. It's oh lordy, it's Jordy. He
Uh,
also does like the fatties and all that. That's what they
yeah,
call themselves. I didn't say it.
yeah, I can't.
The
I
ball
can't
world.
watch her. And again, I don't know how she's physically still
Mm.
here
I
with
don't either.
the
I
shape that
just
her
can't.
body's in. I mean, your heart has to give out at some point, but it's very sad to me. It's very sad because I think she's a delightful young woman. I think she's a very kind-hearted young woman. I think she takes a lot of crap on here, but she's very sick. Make no mistake, she is very, very ill.
I just wish that she could see what she's doing to all these other young women.
Well, you know
She
what I
can't.
do when I click on TikTok and I see her, I report her channel every time.
Good.
Yeah,
That's all I can do.
it's very, very, very sad. And you know,
Amen to
she
that, Alma.
she is such a beautiful young lady. And
She is, and she would just be, oh my goodness, can you imagine her at a healthy weight?
well,
And she just doesn't
I've seen
understand how
her.
much more followers that she would get and how much more, a tribute to getting past where she's been at for so many years.
I've seen her at a healthy weight.
Have you?
Old videos of hers. That people had compiled when she was younger. She,
She looks so
looked
different.
great. She looked
Yep.
great.
I bet she
Healthy.
did.
Okay, let's. Yeah, I don't want to. Okay, Steph wants to see the patty thing.
It's back there.
Okay. Oh, and by the way, before you started, okay, before you started, that's Kirsty right there,
Okay.
with the little mouse ears, and Irish Marie is up there, and of course Wendy, because Wendy was, I was just getting to know Wendy at this point, so that's when I started knowing Wendy from over there.
What year is this?
I think 2018.
Yeah, it's still Google
Yeah.
Hangouts.
Oh yeah, it was Google Hangouts. Yes. Okay, go ahead.
That's it. We haven't been around. We've been out in the bush.
I slowed it down.
Did you slow it down?
Yeah. Yes, I
Yeah,
did.
we've been down under.
Oh no, we're not going down under anymore.
We can working out a peace treaty. We've been fighting for our lives.
You need to pee?
Who,
Do
me?
you?
No, I'm fine.
I'm talking to my Wendy. I think she needs to pee, guys.
No, I don't need to pee at all.
My Wendy needs to pee.
I think it's hilarious that your dog's name is Wendy. I know. That's not ever a name
Just-
I've
I
ever
could
heard
sh-
for a dog. How did you come up with that
And she,
name? for a
well,
dog?
no, we actually got her and she was named Wendy. We rescued her.
Oh, they did they say how she got her name?
Yeah, if you want to fast forward it up to
No,
where,
my name is Wendy. It's on a collar.
She's sick of you because you wanted her on here and now you're not even giving her any attention. I didn't know we were gonna get interrupted by drama that needed to be sorted. I didn't know that was gonna happen. I wasn't planning that. That just kind of happened. Yeah, well now her eyes are ruined. Her eyes are ruined? Why do you say that? Her eyes are hurting. Oh, hurting. Yeah. Well, she's gonna have to figure it out anyways. I mean, she had a rough day, so we should talk about what happened to her today. Fine. What are you laughing at? Nothing.
okay, stop it for a minute. Stop it for a minute. Okay, so do you see on Patty Patch's hand, there's that round thing. That's the diamond ring, right? that she got recently, and she's in her gym workout suit, and on top of where it says Happy V Day, there's her EpiPen. Because remember
Yeah.
she had she was allergic to black pepper, and of course I tried to kill her.
Oh my
And
God.
the envelope actually did have all those stickers on it, and
Mm.
there's a part of it that was bad, like somebody wrote some really nasty shit. They could have just meant it for the bomb. So of course there's Patty Patch with glitter on her face. But go ahead. I mean the laughter. See, this was like good fun. Like no one was really making bad fun of Trisha. It was just all kind of lighthearted. Like nothing vicious was being done. This is what we did. People made dolls. Okay, make a doll of Carolyn. Okay,
Right.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I think they already did actually.
Did
Remember?
they?
Yes. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Maria, or she had a doll. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
What happened to her? Oh my goodness. That is a bad day. Oh my god, look at that card. Oh my god. What happened? She got mail. What does the envelope say? Look at all the stickers. The hell? Come on, Patty, let us see it. We'll
Read the card.
We'll
Come on.
clean your eyes. God, look at those eyes. Oh my god. I can't with those eyes. There's PP in the corner. There's positive Patty. At the top it says, sorry for the PP. Polite Patty over there. And then it's got all these lovely stickers on it. I love those stickers. And a little boy put all those stickers on for her. Oh, a little boy did. It's so cute. So it must have been sent with a lot of love. What happened? Yeah, there was all glitter in it. Oh, glitter. Nice. Yeah, there's glitter in it. And Patty opened it up wrong and it went all over her. Look. Oh. Her little face. Look at her little face. Oh my god. My little Patty. Poor Patty. That is horrible. The poor thing. Look. Her body. She is fancy. Look at her sunglasses. Oh no, her eyes fell out. I'm dead. Those glasses. Oh my gosh. Hang on. I've got glitter all over me now. She'll be back. Seriously, I have tears coming out of my eyes, you guys. Like, legit, I'm crying. Oh my gosh. Patty Patch is my favorite. Why is she the best thing in the world? We do love her. So I'm just gonna sit here and feel sorry for myself.
Aww.
Aww. Little sunglasses. Sorry for the pee-pee. Yeah. Well, that's not a very happy Valentine's Day card. I'm really sad.
What is sorry for the PP? What does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't remember now. I don't know.
Did she have a bladder problem?
I don't know. Maybe someone did pee on the card. I don't remember.
Maybe it was a.
Or that's what she told people. You know what I mean?
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And weed on it. That's gross. Who does that? And just in case it had any. Is she almost allergic to glitter? Were we thinking that she was going to be? Because it was in her eyes and that, so I got her EpiPen out of storage for her just in case.
Oh yeah, because
I thought I'd get her just in case she was deadly allergic to the glitter in her eyes.
Because Trisha used to put her EpiPen in storage.
She went to the gym. She's been working out because she's been so down. She thought she'd get a, is it estrogen? What's that hormone that releases and gets you happy?
I don't think it's estrogen.
Endorphins. There you go. Endorphins. That's the one.
Good job, Irish. Look at you.
She thought she'd release her endorphins. So she's been to the gym.
Okay.
To make herself happy.
Did she?
Did you record any of this?
Because some people don't believe that Patty Patch goes to the gym.
Have we got proof of this?
Do you have any proof at all? Because
how dare you ask her for proof?
right.
Are you showing us proof, Mrs. Kirsty?
I think
yes. I'm going to go and have a look in her phone.
She's gonna have to look in her phone.
Hey, give me your phone. Hand it over.
Hand it over, Patty.
Okay. Hey, it ain't started yet.
Sorry.
Can you all see?
Yep.
Let me know when you can.
Oh my God, I'm dead.
Oh, lovely, Patty. You came with the proof. Let's go.
Choo choo! All aboard!
I'm freaking dead. Oh my God, that's it. I'm out. I can't. This is crazy. Look at her pose.
Itchy. Broken.
What's that one?
Broken. Cells come back.
Itchy lips.
You're so funny.
Time for that. I'm dead.
My stomach hurts. Oh my God.
What's the next one?
Cells come back.
Itchy lips.
Bravo. Patty, nice job. I'm so proud of you.
Yes, she worked out so hard.
She did. I'm for nap. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I can't even pull myself together. I'm dying. I legit have to wipe my face off right now. Oh my gosh. I can't with her. Patty, well, at least she brought receipts. I'm glad.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. In all seriousness, because
My thing is, in my perspective, the glitter would have been funny on its own. The vile things in the cards are nothing
that was
but
not nice.
bullying behavior.
I could have been funny. It didn't have to be mean.
And they're
Like,
not,
you know, give her a break.
Hippie, they're not even
feel
true.
bad for her.
Yes, and they're not
Yeah,
even
she's
true.
not
She's
fat.
not
She's
fat.
not ugly.
No, she's not ugly.
Yeah. So I watched it. I'm not gonna lie, a couple of times because I did think it was kind of funny. But I gave her a thumbs up, which I never do. And I did feel bad for her. And I would have commented, but I think I'm blocked, so I can't. But hopefully she'll hear this and hear me say that I don't support that. Don't be mean. Like,
So
no reason to hate.
whoever sent the card, I would sit in your hands because you would never get any respect from me for sending that cards.
Yeah, neither.
I'm being serious on that.
Yeah, they should not have
That's
been
crazy and disgusting.
But it was, other than that.
Okay, so the point here is that I took it out. The point here is that back in that day, we had fun, we laughed at silly things, but you heard what they said. The card was nasty. They said horrible things to her, which was not necessary. It would have just been, I guess, funny for sending the glitter card in it, because I remember when she opened it actually in the car, and
she opened it up in her car.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So these are the things that we laughed at. I mean, like, while you were kind of living the stuff in the community, and when these videos came out, there was more of these, but the card was nasty, and nobody stood for that. Like, nobody said, oh, that's okay. They said it just would have been funny if, the card was sent as is. It was unnecessary to do what, so that's kind of like, it was mild. So I don't know, people make a doll and dress her up, as Carolyn. Get it off your chest, make it fun instead of, bringing up things that the community doesn't need to know. Maybe, I don't know. This was all mild stuff back then.
That was funny shit.
It was really funny. I mean, you could hear they could barely control themselves because And I guess it might be, kind of thing, you needed to be there to really get it and, laugh. But I'm telling you, everybody laughed so hard. I know I was laughing. It was
Popcorn here.
Kirsty was really good with all that stuff. I mean, she really put a lot of work into that doll. I mean,
Yeah, you can tell.
she was ordering, all kinds of, outfits for her, and she just kind of, continued down that path. But it was fun and it was amusing for everybody, and it was just clean fun. It wasn't nasty.
Did Trisha take it okay, or was she sensitive back then?
You know what? I don't. To be honest with you, I don't remember. I don't remember her ever mentioning the doll. I don't, because I think she was too preoccupied with other stuff, like people sending her glitter cards and stuff like that, and thinking that all these conspiracies were happening and whatnot. So I'm not even quite sure if she's ever really seen that. But I don't think that even if she did see it, I don't think she could ever say that it was, done in bad taste. It was funny.
No.
Yes,
Somebody made
I do have a picture. I, I do have a picture of that of her in the orange suit. In the she put her in a cage that looked like a jail cell. Uh, but yeah, I didn't want to. I don't know. Even though it was pretty mild fun, I didn't want to put that up.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give you an idea of, some of the stuff that the drama community did that was really harmless. And now this place is
Very.
dangerous.
It is.
It's dangerous now. So maybe maybe take a little tip from this and, make a Carolyn patch doll.
That would be funny, especially because she's into dolls.
And do a little scenario, do little scenarios, and I don't know. It could be amusing. It could take up some of your time. I don't know. Yeah,
It's a good idea, Diane. It is a good idea.
It is a good idea. I do believe that.
It is.
Yeah, sad and dangerous because it's all adults, right? We're all adults here, and I do think that things go too far. But I am glad that I've kind of stayed away from, and I intend to stay away from people that I don't know, that are new, that have come around, and I don't want to get into people's business and know what they're doing or what they're saying and who's doxing who and who's dropping messages. And like, I have a little bit of an overview of, stuff that's going on other channels, and I don't want in on it at all. It's none of my business. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, Ash. Those Barbie videos were horrible. There were these Barbie videos that were made by somebody, and I don't even remember who made them, to be honest, but they were made
like
about
Barbie dolls.
It was Barbie dolls. They used Barbie dolls, and it was made about Stephanie Brown, Amanda Love, Crystal. Who else? Who else was it, Ash? But they were stories that the person was telling about them, and it was nasty shit.
Which they couldn't make so funny.
Ash has a ton of Mama Bear clips. She should come play them one night.
Oh yeah, that would be fun. I didn't know that you had those. I don't have any clips of her. I do have her on my panel. I told you that, her talking to the park ranger about.
Oh, that was on your
was
panel?
It her? Oh yeah, it was on my panel. Yeah. Was it Melissa? Wasn't it two people, Ufta?
Did you guys ever find out who it was?
Oh yeah, it all eventually came out who it was, but I thought it was two people that were involved. Ash would probably remember. Ash has to remember. She's the historian. She has to remember, but I'm pretty sure it was two people that were behind the Barbie dolls.
Get your folders out, Ash. Get them binders out.
Yeah, that happened, I think, back in that had to have happened back in 2017. Those Barbie things, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I had a channel yet. Like I didn't have an active channel when all that happened. Yeah, I don't remember either. Of the, isn't that odd? Uh,
Yeah, I don't remember those.
I would think that Ash would remember. Yeah, it was right. It was 2017 because I remember I didn't have a channel yet. How does Ash do all of it and have her 7 kids, right? Yeah, so what? Like I don't know. I mean, she just has one of these remarkable memories. She's everywhere. And she has 7 kids on top of it. Like I don't know how she does it.
And grass for a roof.
Yes, yes. Um,
Covered in snow.
yeah, I can't remember who it was. And it's really not that important who the other
Alma.
person was, but it was, it was nasty.
That's too bad.
It
They
was
could have made it. They could have made it fun.
Well, no, the whole reasoning behind those videos were there was problems with
Um,
those people between those people, and
so they use Barbie dolls to communicate.
well,
To
yeah,
act like a parody, like to
Yeah,
act it out.
to act out with Barbie dolls and
but it
I
was
mean,
nasty.
oh yeah, it was definitely nasty.
Oh,
It was definitely nasty,
yeah,
and
that was crazy.
for the longest time they didn't know who it was, and people were trying to find out who it was, but
You
you know
remember?
things like that typically come. It was Melissa, and I'm not sure. I think maybe I'm a Candy, but
Andy?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I it's so weird. I can't remember Ash,
I love my Barbie dolls, Batty.
but I will say, when it came out, these people apologized and whatnot. So
Okay.
they apologized and things were all fixed and all that kind of stuff. So things that happened in the past, it was just brought up because yeah, Melissa did apologize. I think that the other person did apologize too. It was that was the thing about the drama community. People could always seem to work things out. Um,
That's what I was saying. We could get in our whatever, and I don't know,
things
just
were
kind of
always
get over it.
Yeah, things were always, kind of worked out.
To
It's
a point.
The times have changed around here. Things don't happen that easily anymore.
Well, everybody, it's just there's a lot of hate now. It's just hate.
Yeah,
It's real hateful and hurtful, and I just don't get it.
I agree. I agree.
I don't get
All
it.
right. Well, listen, guys, I think we're going to call it a night. We've been on for a long time. Again, I just want to make it clear before I sign off here that this was a not to come here to uh, support Carolyn, to support anything that she might have done, to make anybody in here who has had issues with Carolyn to think that this was um, us trying to, you know, make anything that happened to you uh, not real, not true. We just felt that it was not necessary to bring this up. It didn't serve a purpose in fixing anything that might have gone on with you or Carolyn. And that's really it. And I do apologize if people mistook what we were doing for that kind of support and trying to make what happened to you feel any less about the issues. That wasn't the intent here. So that's
Well,
pretty much it.
Yeah.
well said.
So I hope that I hope we don't, get back backlash for it. We probably will, but I think we made it clear to everybody who was in here tonight that we are not disregarding anything that happened. And if things are still happening, I don't know about it, and I'm not going to say I don't care, but I don't want to be involved in it. That's what I don't want to be involved.
I agree. No.
So that's pretty much it. And to hell to the no. You're already bringing it to court. That's the best thing that you could do. That's what you've got going for you. This is unnecessary because I'm going to be honest with you. At some point, continually going at someone day in and day out is harassment. So be careful. That's all I'm going to say. All right, guys.
Well, thank you,
I'm
Diana.
out of here. Everybody have a. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for coming up, and of course, Starlight. Thank you.
Yes,
For coming up tonight. And
right. Bye, everybody in the
and
chat.
everyone have a wonderful weekend. I hope nobody has us. Bye, everybody. Have a good weekend and be good. Be good.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night. Sleep tight.